Everyone thinks that a silent person is weak, but in fact, a silent person is the strongest person. His silence does not come from emptiness, but from deep understanding. Being silent does not mean not talking. It is understanding that talking no longer changes anything. The silent person was not like that before. He talked. He talked a lot. He explained himself, shared his thoughts, sometimes even more than necessary, because he believed that if he explained enough, they would understand him. But it didn't happen. Every time he spoke, his words were cut off or not taken seriously. Every time he was open, he was devalued. And the worst feeling is this: you speak, but you are not understood. This feeling changes a person. Not all at once, but slowly. At first you talk less, then even less. You respond to messages late, then you don't write at all. First you call, then you don't answer. And one day, nothing interests you as much as it used to. People notice this, but too late. What happened to you? They say. But you don't answer, because you know even if you answer, you still won't be understood. Silent people are very observant. They analyze every detail. What you say, what you don't say, your behavior, even your voice. They feel a lot, but they don't show it openly, because they have already learned not every feeling needs to be explained, and not everyone will understand. And after that point, they change. They become quieter, more distant, more selective. Some perceive this as coldness, but it is not coldness. It is self-preservation, because a person who has been hurt once does not want to experience the same thing a second time. Silent people don't fight. They don't shout. They don't create drama. They just leave. But the most dangerous thing is this: you realize that they are leaving too late. They don't leave all of a sudden, they leave 100 times inside. And you don't see it, because they don't show it. And one day, they leave for the last time. And this time, they don't come back. You stay and think, what did I do wrong? But the answer is very simple. You didn't listen to him. Silent people are the ones who feel the most. They just don't show it. They don't give second chances easily. When you give them the first chance, they put all their patience, attention, and energy into it. If it's not appreciated, it's pointless to come back. Silent people don't come back, because when they leave not only physically, but also emotionally. They don't come back because they don't feel you. And the hardest sentence is this: silent people are not cold. They just stop being warm to the wrong people. If there is a silent person in your life, know that this means one of two things. Either they trust you, or they have already given up on you. There is no middle ground. And if they are silent, you need to ask yourself one question: did I really listen to them? Because one day they will leave without saying anything. They will not argue, explain, or blame you. They will simply disappear. And then no matter how much you talk, it will be too late. This is the power of silent people. They feel the most, but they don't show it. They measure everything with their calmness, analyze it, and choose the right moment. Their silence is not emptiness. It is a kind of protection, but also a way of evaluating the relationship with you. If a silent person stays close to you, appreciate it. If he moves away, remember that it is because you are not listening to him and not valuing him. The choice of silent people is simple. Either they will feel you, or they will remove you from their life. And you need to listen to them carefully, before it is too late to understand this. Because when silent people leave, they never come back.
A silent person is not silent just because they don't want to talk. They already know that talking won't change anything. Every time they wait for a reaction to what you say, they just stare into space. Your words are no longer worthless to them because you're no longer listening to them. People misunderstand silence. They say they're cold, lonely, uninterested. But the truth is that a silent person is guarding their feelings. They no longer share everything because they once gave their hope, trust, and attention and didn't get it back. They once opened up to you, but you didn't understand them. Silent people don't scream. They never make big dramatic scenes. They walk away quietly, but they don't show it. Everything may seem normal to you, They're laughing, talking, spending time with you, but inside there's a silence that no longer comes back to you. The process of their leaving is gradual. At first, you just don't notice. He moves away a little, texts a little less, doesn't answer. Sometimes even when he's in the same room with you, he's different. But you don't pay attention to it, because you see the silence as an emptiness. And then one day comes, you feel that he's no longer with you, but it's too late, because he's gone not once, but 100 times. For him, you're no longer the same. You can't understand him anymore. Silent people are the people who feel the most. They understand everything. Your look, your tone, your words, and most importantly, that you don't do what you say. But they don't show it to you, because they've already learned that you don't have to open up about everything. Sometimes people don't understand, and sometimes they just don't want to understand. If a silent person keeps you in their life, know that this is a chance for you. But if he keeps quiet, moves away, remember that this is a warning to you. Either you listen to him, or one day you'll lose him. They don't come back because you broke their trust once. The characteristic of a silent person is this: they rarely give a second chance. When given the first chance, they give all their attention, energy, and feelings. If this is not appreciated, it becomes meaningless for them to give it a second time. And the hardest sentence is this: the silent person's departure may hurt you, but it is not your fault. The fault is only in not listening to him, not understanding him. Because a silent person does not come back only because he does not feel you. Their silence is a kind of strength. They do not take dramatic steps. They do not shout, but they keep everything under control. They feel, measure, analyze, and act only at the right time. And you do not see it, because they do not show it. But remember, when a silent person leaves one day, he never comes back. Do not be fooled by the fact that everything seems quiet. They speak more in their silence, but they show it only with their feelings. A silent person is not only silent. He tests you. He analyzes you. He listens to you, but you don't listen to him. And one day, when he comes and goes, you won't be able to do anything anymore. If there is such a person in your life, remember one thing: if you don't value him, you will lose him. His silence and silence are a warning to you, but also a test. Do you really listen, understand, appreciate? You need to show it. When silent people leave, they don't come back. They leave silently, erase silently, disappear silently, and you are left alone, not as you thought, in a void that you never understood.
Not all storms make noise. Some simply leave the air heavy, and the room a little emptier. Silent people are like deep lakes, still on the surface, but full of unseen life below. They notice every detail, measure every word, and hold their feelings close, like treasures too precious for the world. When they drift away, it doesn't happen suddenly. It's a slow retreat, missed messages, quiet distance, small signs you barely notice. But their silence is never empty. It's a quiet message. I've given all I can. If a silent person leaves, know this: it's not a sudden storm but a slow, silent snowfall. And when they're gone, you'll realize their quiet was the loudest part of your life. Cherish the silent ones. Their absence